going into the film, I had the movie ending a very different way. But after watching the film and actually sitting through it, it makes sense that it didn't go that direction. What's up, guys? This is Courtney, one half of the Brothers of Deconstruction here, and I'm bringing you my review for John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. That is one hell of a name for a movie. Again, as usual, spoilers. John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum just came out this past weekend, and I'm getting my review, of course, a little bit later than usual. Obviously, I have work. I work the weekend, so I'm not really able to go see films Fridays when they come out. So that's why my reviews are a little bit late. However, this film was great, and that's really all that I need to leave the review at. My review for Chapter 1 was literally me just in awe of how the movie turned out and what type of movie that was. It's like a 2-second video. I don't think I did a review for Chapter 2. If I didn't, I need to rectify that, which I might be doing. Who knows? But this film starts off right where Chapter 2 ended. John has been excommunicated from the Continental for the fact that he killed DeSantonio, whatever the guy's name is. But he killed him in the Continental. There's one of the rules of the Continental is that no work is to be done on Continental grounds. It's like a safe haven. He kills him. Ian McShane's character gives him an hour to kind of, get out of Dodge before the open contract becomes active on his head. So this movie picks up. It starts out with fucking action. And the action in this film was absolutely great. This is what you expect from a John Wick movie and out of the John Wick franchises. Chad Stahelski and I'm forgetting the other director's name. They do a great job with the stunt work. Keanu does a great job with the gun work and the stunt work and everything like that. This movie is great, and even the story this time around makes sense. And when I said earlier that this movie, I pegged this movie to end way differently, after the way that Chapter 2 ended, and with the entire world, at least city, of assassins hunting John down, to me, going into this film, it can only end one way, and that's for John to die at the end of the film. They don't do that, but the way that the film plays out, he basically goes on this journey to kind of ask for forgiveness and reinstatement, so he can kind of live on, so he can keep the memory of his wife alive, because everything always ties back to his wife. The first movie was about his wife. Second movie was a continuation, and it's just consequences of these things. And this movie is about consequences as well. And they even say it a lot in the film about actions and consequences. So he goes on a journey to kind of ask for forgiveness from, the person above the high table who kind of rules over all the different Continental hotels and everything like that. And he says, look, I want to continue living. He has to cut off his fucking finger. He gives the guy his wedding ring, and he's reinstated, but he has to continue being the hitman for the high table. And his first assignment is to kill Ian McShane's character. I don't know why I'm blanking on the character's name right now, because Ian McShane doesn't want to give up the Continental Hotel. They sent the abdicator after him and the Bowery King for helping John Wick. So now they're being pushed off their thrones, and he's not giving up the Continental. And they basically, when John gets back, they basically have an all-out war with this wave of bulletproof, faceless enemies. And, well, they're bulletproof until they break out the shotguns with the armor-piercing pellets. That was a really messy scene. That's all I can say about that. But after all of that, you know, it makes sense. He asked for forgiveness. He asked to be, you know, kind of given another shot at life. And he's given it. So he doesn't have, you know, this mass network of assassins going after him. Now the acting, Halle Berry is good in this film. Ian McShane is good as always. Keanu owns this role. He doesn't have much to say, but John Wick isn't a man of much words, so it makes sense. But the action is the standout in the film. And like I just said, the action in this film is great. It's just great. And, you know, that there's really nothing else that I can say about it without making this video like 40 minutes long of unnecessarily rambling about, you know, different things or the same thing over and over again. The only thing that I didn't like about the film was kind of how it ended. Because I wanted John to die so badly, but I understood why they ended it with him not dying. They faked it out because at the end, after the whole siege upon the Continental, Karan, Lance Reddick's character, the concierge, and John, they go around, you know, fighting off these troops and the faceless bulletproof goons. And Ian McShane's character, and I don't know the actress's name, but the abdicator, they have a parlay, and he basically uses this to get back into the good graces of the high table. And at that point, she says, well, what do we do about John Wick? And he says, well, obviously he has to die. So he shoots him. He has bulletproof. Obviously the suit is bulletproof, but he shoots him. He falls off of this building. He falls on this kind of like balcony roof, awning, I guess. Falls off the side of that. Hits a fire escape across the alley on the way down. Hits something else on the way down and lands in the alley. I don't know how he fucking survived that, but he did. But the Bowery King had one of his homeless people pick him up and bring him to him. Bowery King was getting pushed off his throne. He said, no, fuck off. Since he gave John 7 bullets in chapter 2, they gave him 7 cuts. He looks like Jigsaw from Punisher Warzone. And he's talking to John. He says, you still here, John? You know, I'm pissed off. What about you? Are you pissed off? And John, you know, kind of slowly gets up and says, yeah. So clearly we're going to be getting a chapter 4. I don't exactly know how to feel about that ending, though. That's the only thing. I don't know how to feel about the ending. And again, I understand why they ended it that way due to how the story played out. But I just don't have a concrete feeling or concrete thoughts on the ending just yet. But otherwise, this movie is great. I say go see it. Hell, I might go see it again, to be completely honest. It's just that good. And the action is just that good. Halle Berry, her character of Sophia, she's in Casablanca and she owns the Continental Hotel out there and she watches over it. Halle Berry and those damn dogs are the best fucking combo ever. It's an unlimited combo. It's just like she's double tapping people or shooting people in the joints and she'll yell and you just get a dog just jumping over and just attacking people. A lot of people got their dicks bitten in this film, and I don't know what that was about, but then again, I mean, that is one of the areas that dogs mainly go after. But double tap, and you had a dog like yanking on some dead dude's arm. It was absolutely insane. I loved it. That was my favorite sequence. The Casablanca sequence is my favorite sequence in this film. You'll know it when you see it. It's just that great. Yeah, I say go see the film, guys. There's not really much else that I can say. We might do a podcast talking about it. I don't know yet. I haven't really talked with the guys about it yet, but we'll see. Yeah. Again, go see John Wick, guys. I got some more super late reviews coming up. Hope you enjoyed the video. Check out our other videos as well. Thanks. Hope you guys like my shirt too. Get it? Get it? Eh?